What are the biggest benefits and drawbacks of living in a tiny house?
I think the biggest benefit of living in a tiny home is that financial freedom. A lot of people, well, I guess our main market is 50 years and older, kind of that age range. So a lot of people are selling their houses and going debt free and moving into something smaller where they don't have a lot of maintenance and a lot of bills, because your monthly bills are going to be a lot less. Like, I think our max electricity bill was maybe $80. So it's not bad at all. And so there's a lot of freedom there to pay less on your bills and have more time to go travel. Like, we're going to go travel this weekend, they have more time to do that and a lot more money to kind of do the things that you wanted to do. And then I guess for a younger couple, it's good for us because we're going to pay our house off in 7 years instead of like having a 30-year mortgage. It's a lot cheaper and monthly bills are lower. So it helps out a lot for starting off family too. So
There aren't many drawbacks, I think.
uh, I guess the biggest drawback would be that you can't put them in everywhere because, like I said, we're outside of Atlanta, so we can put a tiny home there, but you can't put it in Atlanta. So for a younger couple, it's harder to do the tiny home lifestyle because you have to be closer to work. So your commute could be longer. So that's kind of the main drawback when you're considering living in a tiny home, is where to put it. But other than that, I love it. I don't think there's really much downfalls if you're mentally there and ready for the time to live in a tiny home.
So, is there a risk of getting bored of living in a tiny house?
Uh, yeah, I guess there could be if you're like, I need something bigger, or, but the cool thing about it is if you're like, I'm bored of living in this tiny home, well, just pick it up and go somewhere else. And it's another journey, another place, another memory.
Are tiny homes just a fad, or they might remain popular in America?
That's a good question because a lot of people see it as it's just trending right now, and next couple of years there'll be another movement. But honestly, tiny homes have been around forever. I mean, not necessarily on the wheels, but 400 square feet was the normal way of life back in the day. So we're kind of just going back to our roots. And we have people that come in and they're like, I've been downsizing for 2 years and watching you guys, and we're not there yet, but maybe next 5 years we'll keep downsizing. Like, they'll start at 4,000 square feet, go down to 1,200, and then eventually want to be at 400 square feet. So I think a lot of people are prepping to get there and be ready for tiny home living.
And what is your last message to our viewers?
I would say if you've ever thought about downsizing, come stay in one, see if you could do it, get the perspective and the actual experience of it before making the commitment of downsizing, because it's a big step. It doesn't seem like it, but it really is. You really need to be mentally prepared to do that. So we have 4 homeowners at our Little River Escape community, and they rent their houses out on Airbnb. So it's a great way to come experience downsizing, living in a tiny home community, and explore the surrounding areas. There's great places to go to in the area. We're on Lookout Mountain, Georgia, and Alabama. So we'd love to have you come down and meet you and hear your story and get to know you a little bit better and see if you can do this. But definitely come experience it.